To the Huddle on 840 Fox Sports Radio. The Huddle served up by 956sports.com, powered by our peeps at Mickey D's McDonald's. Come on now, man. What are you doing?
I was watching.
Right.
I was watching
Can we
the
silence
show.
all the phones now?
I was watching the show on the Ustream app.
On the Ustream app.
Yeah.
Really?
Actually, we're probably going to be moving away from Ustream.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are we moving away from Ustream?
They put a cap on how much video you could put on there, and needless to say, we were way over the amount.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we're talking. They're like, oh, you have 10.
Is that video from the show, or is that your personal video that you're streaming there on Ustream?
No, I have another account for that.
Okay.
Your nightly webcam show.
Yeah. I play the guitar and just I jam out.
I've never seen a guitar on that show ever.
It's covered by my belly. Just awful.
That's not right.
No.
Jake Berry joining us on 840 Fox Sports Radio as the executive producer of the show. Let's get back to the phones. We've got Coach Raul Vega of the Nicky Rowe Lady Warriors joining us in the huddle. Coach, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Doing all right.
Hey, congratulations on that big victory last night over PSG North.
Hey, thanks a lot. It was a great time last night. Big crowd. I think it was good for girls basketball, and the girls really showed up to play last night.
And the most important thing is you're one of the last two teams standing representing the Valley.
Well, I think we had a lot of good teams this year. Fortunately for us, we lasted PSG North's little run there at the end, and we move on.
And you do move on to fight another day. Coach, let's go back to last season for you. You're coming off a team that's got 3 wins its entire season to start off this season. Where do you give your success to on the transition there?
A lot of it had to do with the experience we gained last year. Last year we were kind of young. We were learning the game. We got lucky getting Sierra in as a transfer, and now we have a true point guard, and they all kind of meshed together really well. And the more we played this year, the more confidence they kind of gained in each other, and I think it really showed last night.
It showed last night when these girls were confidently shooting threes, and it was coming from both sides of the benches, yours and the Raiders, that they felt if they had an open shot, they were going to take that tray and see what happens.
Well, PSG North, they're a great three-point shooting team, and that worried us. That was our number one concern. And I had told the girls, they're going to make some. We just couldn't give up too many rebounds and putbacks. And I think the girls did a heck of a job last night rebounding for us.
What was the stiffest team that you faced this year? Who was your biggest challenge that you can say, you know what, if we had an extra game against them, we'd love to take it on and see if we can get a different result?
Well, we lost to Los Fresnos 4 times this year. And we were hoping that if we could pull off the victory, that we'd be able to face them in the regional quarterfinals. Number one, to give us a chance to maybe play at home again, and then maybe just to see how much we had improved, because definitely Los Fresnos had one heck of a team this year.
Unfortunately, Del Rio upended those plans last night when they defeated Los Fresnos. So your next opponent is Del Rio. Have you guys decided on where and when?
No, I think we're going to be talking here at about 10 in the morning and decide what we're going to do.
What are the possibilities of having another Lady Warriors home game there?
On a school night, to take the chance of traveling all the way to Del Rio or Del Rio coming all the way over here, it's really tough. I'm more than sure we're going to have to meet somewhere in the middle.
A&M Kingsville?
Well, that would be one of the possibilities. Definitely Laredo's another one. But we won't know that until, later on this morning.
Oh, Laredo's so close to Del Rio. I'm sure that – and don't they play in that district there. So that's almost like a home field for them.
It is, but there's a couple of gyms there at Laredo that we really like, and we wouldn't mind going over there.
Oh, all right. As long as you're apt to making the trip up there, then that'll be a different story.
Definitely.
Talk to me about Sierra Briones. Obviously, she's the true point guard that came in and was able to join your team this year. She's a junior, right?
She's a junior. What she brought to the table is definitely confidence, and she's such a good point guard. She distributes the ball extremely well. I mean, the eyes that she has on the court, it's just incredible. and she's got this little will to win that I think she's really passed on to everyone else. And I think we fed off of it, and the girls have learned from it.
She seems to work very well with number 13. I apologize for not knowing her name.
Number 13, Audrey.
Audrey. She seems to work well with Audrey. That's a good little tandem that you've got there.
Well, Audrey's really been our defensive mainstay. She's been asked to guard the best players for the opposing team all year long, and I think they've worked really well together. But honestly, I think Sierra has really kind of learned to play really well with all of them. And I think the kids offensively, they know that if they get to an open spot, she'll find them.
She'll find them, and she'll spread the ball around.
Definitely.
Coach, you had another little girl that you kept subbing in, number 5, Watson?
Ashley Watson.
She also had
sophomore.
She had a good game last night and was able to have some pretty crucial plays down the stretch when the Raiders were coming back.
I think that was the most surprising part, simply because she's so young, and with such a big crowd, it's very easy to go out there and get a little nervous. But she came in, and she didn't have any nervousness about her. She nailed a few key shots there for us and helped us spread the lead a little bit. And ultimately, I'm glad we had that big of a lead.
Coach Raul Vega of the Nicky Rowe Lady Warriors joining us here on the Huddle on 840 Fox Sports Radio. Big area victory over PSG North last night in a matchup that, a lot of people had said built up, but if you'd have been there for the first half of the game and you saw that the Lady Warriors were up 35-17, you would have said, wait, where's the big matchup here? It wasn't till the end of the game that the Raiders kind of started pouring it on a little bit, and the Warriors did have some difficulty. Coach, you were facing one of your former teammates, one of your former players last night, weren't you?
Randy and I were high school teammates, and actually he was my first assistant when I first started at Rowe, so we kind of built the thing together. So it was really tough. It's tough anytime you play against, someone that's your friend, because, ultimately someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. And but I thought he had his team extremely well prepared. I think he's done a heck of a job there at PSG North. And like I told his girls after the game, they had nothing to hang their head about. They played tough till the very end. They never gave up, and really that's all you can ask for.
And that's what you hope your team puts in on a nightly basis when they take the court.
Definitely. And the girls have done a really good job. We played a couple of games. The first district game against La Jolla, we were down 16 maybe with about 2 or 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and we were able to pull it off. So we knew that PSG North, was going to make a run at us, and fortunately we sustained it.
Well, there must have been less than a minute on the clock, and nobody wanted to start the bus chant yet, because it was one of those things where you weren't sure if you were going to come out on the winning end on that or not.
Yeah, I mean, I kept on looking at the clock, just begging it to run, and those last 4 seconds were pretty long for me.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck. So we know that you're going to be playing Del Rio. It's probably looking like Tuesday night?
Yes, sir.
And you just need to figure out when and where.
Yeah, and as soon as we know anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind hitting me up with a text, and this way we'll get it up on our 956sports.com website, and we can start getting the Warrior Nation out there.
Hey, thank you very much.
Hey, Coach, we appreciate you. Thanks so much for joining us.
All right, have a good day.
Coach Raul Vega of the Nicky Rowe Lady Warriors joining us here on the Huddle on 840 Fox Sports Radio. Very subdued man. He was pretty hot and fired up yesterday. This morning, maybe he's just got it all out of his system, but a great matchup again last night, PSG North and Nicky Rowe. Unfortunately, one team had to go, and it turned out to be the North Raiders. And did I understand this right? This was the only team in the history of North athletics that had not clinched a playoff spot ever? Like this, that was what I was understanding. Think back. North has been...
Since I can remember, especially when I was a girls coach, I don't remember them making the playoffs.
North
I remember
has been around since like 93, if
we
I
had
remember correctly.
When I was coaching girls, we had a play-in game that I think I was still a freshman coach. So I think it was the first year after Edinburgh had made it to the Sweet 16 back-to-back. And the next year we had a play-in game with PSG North for the 4th spot. So, yeah.
Wow. Incredible. Well, obviously, as Coach Vega said, his former his coach mate there did a great job in turning that program around. So hats off to them. All right, don't forget, coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, we are going to be joined by Hidalgo coach Scott Ford. He's coming in studio, so he'll be live on camera with us at 956sports.com and on the Ustream app. Did get a text message from Coach Ryan Marks. Coach, thanks for listening this morning. First question, is there video of wheels on the base paths? Jake, do you still have that video?
I got to look for it, but it's somewhere.
There's actual photographic evidence of me running bases. And the college basketball tournament is the College Insider Tournament. The acronym is CIT, not CBA.
Great thing is he's running. He's got a double, and he's going around first, and I got him coming into second. I think he came into third, right? Or I can't remember. It was a hit or something like that. He's running it, and I have to actually put on there, not in slow-mo. Because I don't want people to think,
Yeah, I've actually witnessed him run bases before live, so I know he's capable of it. I've seen him score from first once.
It's like
I didn't see him the rest of the week, but he did make it. He did make it home.
It's like that movie The Matrix when he runs.
The Matrix in slow-mo.
Yeah. But and now Tony's.
I'm glad y'all could have fun at that.
You have a bum foot too.
Actually, I do not have a bum foot.
I thought you had a fracture.
Yeah, that's what we thought as well. So, I go through some sudden growth spurts, I guess.
It's about time.
And thank you.
Puberty.
I hope to be up to 5'7" soon. So I go and I get an MRI done because my wife is insistent. She goes, "This is something that's really concerning me. We're gonna get an MRI done." So I like to say hi to the folks at Open MRI, and they squared it away, took care of it for me. Get the MRI done. I get the results back 2 days later, and my wife is on the phone. You have a developing stress fracture in your foot.
Oh,
I was like, what? I'm fine. Now it's just a thing that comes and goes. And you have you are not going to play softball. You're not going to play kickball. You're going to have a boot on for at least 6 weeks. It's all, and I'm already, I'm like, oh, man, how do I tell it to the guys? And, and now I'm rolling through, going through all the scenarios in my head. Well, I can still go to the games. I just, I won't play, but I can still go.
I'll header the ball. Kickball.
I'll cheer the team on, And I'm kind of bummed about this. And then I go see an orthopedic. I go see the ortho, Dr. Goldsmith. And he's like, well, let's take a look at it. So, he essentially got after me for going to see him when I wasn't sick.
Oh.
He was like, what hurts? I said, nothing right now, to be honest with you. I'm good. I'm fine.